What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you guys are all good. And of course, I hope you're all okay for the Sunday Q&A. And if I look rough, sound rough, that's because I am rough. Because I've just got out of bed. My hay fever has double raped me in the arse last night. And there's nothing that a good old BBC can't fix. Perfect. Now, Sunday Q&A. I just want to address one question first, before we get started. Someone asked yesterday, when I uploaded the video about where I get my snapbacks from and my clothing, and someone said, what do I say in the beginning of my videos? And I say, what's going on, nation? It's DanielJon. I hope you guys are all good, and I hope you're all okay. And that is the introduction to my videos. And the reason I do is I like asking people if they're okay and if they're all good. And one of my life things that I like to do every single day before 6 o'clock in the morning, as you guys know, I do start work at 3 o'clock in the morning. I like to ask 10 people how they are and if they're having a good morning. Or if they seem like they're not very approachable, I like to go, good morning, hope you're okay. And then that kind of makes my day, you know, good, because I'm a people pleaser. I like to make people happy. And if I see someone that's, you know, a bit upset, maybe down about something, you know, I like to take the time to sit down and make sure that they're okay and, you know, kind of things like that. So that's what I like to say. I like to say, hope you guys are all good and I hope you're all okay. So that was one of the questions that came up yesterday. Excuse me. And if I have to take a pause to grab my godly tissue because my nose is running like a tap at the moment because my hay fever is raping me currently as we sit here and speak. So I'm going to have a sip of my BBC and I'm going to get fired off with these questions. I've got the Facebook page here and I've got the questions screenshotted from the last Q&A on the right. And I've actually got a few in my phone. However, I tell you that now, but I probably forget to pick my phone up and check them as I always do. So if I don't, then I might do a second part of the Q&A. Once I realise I've edited this, uploaded it, and then I have to do a second part, I will probably do that. So here we go. Right, first question. Are you thinking about competing in bodybuilding or just powerlifting? To be honest with you, I haven't gained a significant amount of muscle mass for a bodybuilding show yet. If I went into a bodybuilding show, I'd like to be at least 180 pounds lean. That is lean. One of the other questions that came up, I'll address in a second, but I would like to be, you know, I'd like to be thick and full. And at the moment, I don't think I've acquired enough muscle mass for that. So for the best part of it, I'd love to compete in a powerlifting meet. I would really love to compete in powerlifting. I think it is, you know, a god sport. You know, it is, you have dominion over the weights, you know, kind of thing. When you when you go into a powerlifting, you're using your tools in front of everybody. When you're on a bodybuilding stage, you are the tool. So you are showing to the crowd what you've achieved, but when you're actually in a powerlifting meet, you're lifting that weight, you know, you're putting that aggression into that bar to pull it off the floor in front of everybody. And, you know, that's just alpha to me. So that's why I'd like to compete in powerlifting, and I definitely will, you know, it's definitely going to happen, and it's definitely something that once I do it, I'll continue to do it, you know, every time there's a meet that I can get to and it falls in my schedule. So, my friend, it's my midlife crisis. He says, you need more sleep. Serious. Jesus. He says, how tall are you? I do need more sleep. Yeah, I do. I've had this week off work. I've been getting about 6, 7, maybe 8 hours sleep a night. So I've been feeling pretty good lately. Apart from my hay fever raping me. Okay, so I'm not tired at the moment. He says, how tall are you? I'm 5'9". Hopefully that answers your questions. Someone said yesterday in the video of the snapbacks, how comes I leave the stickers on? Why not? Why'd you leave the stickers on your snapbacks? Well, I'm not wearing one today. I've got a headband in because I've just woken up. What do you do in the beginning of your every video? I've just addressed that. Sorry, I didn't realise that question was still there. Next Q&A. What music do you listen to in the gym? Lately, I haven't been using my headphones in the gym. But usually I like to listen to a mixture of music. I'm not tied to one genre of music. And the reason being is because you know, I just enjoy all flavours of life, all flavours of music. You know, I love 80s, I love 70s music, I love 50s music. You know, I love the, you know, the old Motown classics. I love the, you know, like Luther Vandross and things like that, and Simply Red, and, you know, and then I like my rock. You know, I like my hardcore rock, my heavy metal. I do like some soft rock, you know, kind of like some of Nickelback's softer songs, and then I do like some of their harsher songs. But, you know, for the best part of it, I don't stick to one genre. And if I gave you my playlist, then it's a 2,000 song playlist, you know. I just have literally all my songs on my phone, over 2,000 of them, and I just put it on shuffle. I don't listen to a significant amount of songs, like specific song for a specific lift. Say, for instance, I'm going under the bench press, you know, Justin Bieber might come on. No, it wouldn't, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, for the best part of it, if I open up my iPod now, literally on my iPhone, then, you know, the best part of it, first song that come on is PYT by Thriller, on the Thriller 25th anniversary video, anniversary edition of Michael Jackson's album. You know, the next song, which will be That Girl by Justin Timberlake. The next song will be Saturday. Ooh, this is quite a good song. It's ludicrous. It's a really old song. It's like one of his ludicrous word of mouth album. It's called Saturday. It's quite a good song. I don't know if you'd have heard that then, but you know. So I listen to a huge variety of music, and I love listening to new songs and those ones that send those shivers down your back. Seriously, how long can you keep up? This is Robert Rose again, my boy from It's My Midlife Crisis. He says, how long can you keep up this crazy no sleep, all work, and YouTube too? Before something has to give, you're going too hard. I know you're young and beautiful, but still, Danny. Damn, Danny, right. Yeah, right. You know, it's not going to be something I'm going to keep up for. Well, to be honest with you, I don't find this too taxing on my system at the moment. You know, sleeping 5-6 hours a day is not, that's the norm for me. You know, I've always done that since I was a boy. You know, I used to go work with my dad when I was younger, and yeah, I'd have naps during the day when I was in his lorry and things like that, but for the best part of it, you know, I go to bed early, and I'm in bed by 7-8 o'clock at night, maybe 9 o'clock at the latest, and I'm up at 3 o'clock, you know, no, 1 o'clock if I'm going to the gym, and 2 o'clock if I'm going to work. So, all work, no play, baby. It's just, it is hard, but I don't go out, I don't socialise, I don't, you know, if I go out, I go out with Leanne and we go cinema and we'll go to a film or something like that, or we'll go to get something to eat, but I don't go out in a big group of friends. I used to, but obviously my friends work, I work, it's hard getting the time to do that, and on the weekends, I work most weekends, my friends work weekends, so it's one of those things that is, you know, at the moment, I don't have a very, very, you know, demanding lifestyle as to things I have to do and get to do in a certain day. I literally just go about my day and do, you know, work, YouTube, workout, sleep kind of thing, if you will. So it's not a great amount of stuff I do during the day. However, I do not sit down for 5 seconds. You know, I like to literally do one thing. Like while I'm editing this video, what you're seeing here, I'll be going through my memory cards, clearing all them up, you know, rendering some more footage, getting the footage off these other memory cards here. And then I might tidy up the desk, you know, get everything sorted, package some orders, so when I come in Monday, I can quickly shoot to the post office. I've got orders packaged over there already that I done last night, so when I come in, you know, as soon as I got like 5 minutes spare time, I'm packaging orders, I'm doing stuff here, tidying up here, so, you know, everything I do is for the business, for me, or for Leanne, so, excuse me. Well, now I've cleared the bugle, let's get on to the next question. My question is, why are you so sexy? You must be watching the wrong person's videos. You must have commented that by accident, because you are certainly not commenting about me, my brother. But then again, if you really want a serious answer to that, ask my mum and dad, because they are some sexy motherfuckers. So, what is your favourite cheat meal? And don't say you don't have one. I don't have one. I don't cheat meals. Said no man ever. No, my favourite cheat meal would be either my mum's spaghetti bolognese with garlic bread, because she makes a spaghetti bolognese, very, very mean. And if it was my own meal, me and Leanne had it the other day, but we didn't have it as a cheat meal, we fitted it into our calories. It was called tagliatelle with a pesto sauce, and we usually have it with a sliced up Parma ham with some salami, but with that specific day, because we're keeping our fat levels, you know, trying to keep them a bit down, even though we went above our fat levels, but if we had Parma ham and pepperoni or salami, it would have been right up, so we had chicken breast instead. I urge you to try it. It literally takes, if you've got pre-cooked chicken breast, the meal would take you 5 minutes to make. Pesto sauce and a tagliatelle, fresh egg tagliatelle, very high in protein, very high in carbs, and very high in fat. It's a perfectly well balanced meal. It's beautiful as well. Someone's posted on the Facebook page a thread that I answered yesterday. He said, have you ever been super ripped? Do you want to? And how would you go about getting it? And if you want to see the picture that he's posted of someone on Instagram, I don't know who it is, but you can see for yourself. This guy is shredded. I mean, to the point where his skin is almost invisible. He just looks like an anatomy chart. He's very, very lean, and that is not really the look I would like to go for. The reason being, I don't think I could. I don't think I can maintain that. Excuse me. I don't think I could maintain that maintain that for a pretty long period of time. I don't think that is, for me anyway, that might be attainable for that guy, and he might be able to maintain that all year round. But for someone like me, I like my chocolate, you know. I like to cheat, and I like to, you know, go out and say fuck the calories a few times. So it is not very, you know, achievable for me. But have I ever been super ripped? I've been to the point where there was veins running through my abs when I was just standing up, and when I work out, obviously all my veins come through my shoulders, which was new for me last year because I didn't have them this year. 2 years previous to that, but that year I did, so I have my shoulders all wired up, my chest was all wired up, and that's how I want to get to again. So that is what I'm going to. And he also posted a picture on Facebook of I think he's the world's smallest bodybuilder, Natty, or on the juice. Definitely on the juice. Look at him. He's a juice head. No, I'm joking. He's props to him, man. You know, don't have these setbacks in life. You might be the smallest person in the world, but there's nothing you can't achieve, whether the task is big or small. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm going to go onto the inbox, and I'm actually going to put up a few questions because I've got some here. Because if you guys wonder what I'm doing right now, and why I'm not doing it on the computer, I ask you guys, if you want to ask me a question, if you don't want to write on the Facebook page or anything like that, then you can go to askdanieljon@gmail.com, and that question will come straight to me. So I've got a few questions here for you. I just subscribed to your channel and I have a question. I saw your video on the RDX Lever Belt. You said you brought the 28-inch model. I'm looking for the RDX website and the smallest model available on the medium, which is 32 to 36 inch. Where did you find the small? My waist is around 80 centimeters, so between 31.5 and 32 inches. Do you think the medium size will be too big for me? Yes, the 32 inch will be too big for you, regardless if you put shorts on or pack a jumper out down there or whatever it is. I can't remember, that video was a long time ago. That was easily over a year ago now. So I'm going to say for the best part of it, if you've got the medium, I know for a fact the size that I did get, I've still had to drill more holes in it. And to drill holes in it is very simple. You don't need a press, you don't need anything like that. Just make sure you completely keep it flat on the floor, stand on it both sides and drill a hole through it onto a piece of timber so that you don't blunt the drill bit if you drill into tarmac or concrete. And just take it, you know, slow and steady. But for the best part of it, the medium, get that, drill some holes in it. It's perfect. You might have a little bit of extra slack, but there's something you can tuck it into so it stays well out your way. Next question. Let's get these back up. Just lock my phone. Silly me. Right. Next question. Someone asked me, what are the calories per pound of protein? No. What are the calories? Why am I just not looking at the phone? How many calories are there in 1 gram of protein, 1 gram of fat, and 1 gram of carbs? So I'm going to address that for you right now. 1 gram of protein has 4 calories. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. I wrote this back to them already. And 1 gram of carbs is 4 calories. So a protein and a carb have 4 calories per gram, and 1 gram of fat has 9 calories. First of all, your videos are very helpful and informative. Just wanted to ask, what tricep exercises do you perform after you do your bench and overhead press? Finally, what snapbacks do you wear and where do you get them? I addressed the snapbacks yesterday in the video, so if you want to go check that out, I tell you where I get them from and things like that. But what other tricep exercises do I do? One of my personal favourites is tricep push downs with the rope. I do like that. And another one is, what is my best? I do like skull crushes, but I can't do them at the moment for some reason. I get a little pain in my elbow, so I just stay away from them. But it's not a niggling pain, it's not a horrible pain, it's not something that's there consistent, it's only there when I do the exercise. So I stay away from them at the moment, but I do like skull crushes. I do like dips, but I used to get a lot of pain in my shoulder, but ever since my shoulders have been a lot better, I haven't tried them. And what would be my favourite exercise? One me and Leanne do quite a lot. I do close grip bench press. I do love close grip bench press. That one motherfucker burns me out. So I'm going to say that, yeah, rope push downs and close grip bench press. And if we've got any more questions, let's have a look. Protein from rice, beans and pasta, etc. Do you count the proteins from them sources? Been told not to. That's the last question. Yes, I count the protein from them sources. Protein is protein at the end of the day, regardless of where it comes from. A plant, pasta, rice, or a meat, it's protein at the end of the day. It's all going to be used as an amino acids to repair your muscle. And I'm going to blow my nose. So, sorry about that. Yeah. So, a protein, regardless of where it comes from, whether it comes from a pasta, a rice, or a meat, it is a protein source. Whoever told you not to count protein from them sources, let them do that to themselves. But, no, it is protein. You discount it from wherever it comes from. If you buy if you eat 100 grams of pasta or 100 grams of rice, typically you're going to get about 6 to 12 grams of protein in it, depending on what pasta or rice you're using, give or take some. So I hope you guys are all good. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace! We're in England. It was all cloudy, it was smog everywhere, and it was a toxic smog. That's what was going on about the news. And I told you that my hay fever and asthma was playing up. Now, I've got a good question about asthma.